All right, welcome to the Peace in the Morning Show. This is Darius A. Stanton, all the way live from Rehoboth Beach. That's right, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, the Peace in the Morning Show on tour. We will be going on tour all year long, so get ready and roll as we bring you peace in the morning from all over the world. In the studio this morning is none other than the dynamic, my brother, the man himself, Delegate Daryl Barnes. Peace and love, Brother Barnes.
Morning. Darius, how you doing out there on the road?
Yes, sir. I'm rolling on the road. And also in the studio this morning is our international co-host. We're celebrating Mother's Day all month long on the Peace in the Morning Show. And so we have none other than my mom, the international co-host, Queen Ayasuda Bay. Good morning, Queen.
Great morning, great sunrise, blessed Savior, peace and love. Happy to talk to you. Be safe on the road. God is your driver. Welcome, everyone, to the Peace in the Morning live program. Happy to be here with so many beautiful, positive energy.
No doubt about it. And Queen, they're still pumped up from you yesterday.
Well, I have more today. Call all your friends. Tell them to get on. I'm going to talk about healthy living and the wisdom of how you can help to cure and heal yourself. Save your money, save your prescriptions, and make paper mosaics out of them.
Also in the studio, we have a special guest, Karen McConnell Jones. So we're going to bring her up in a minute, let Daryl Jones introduce her. But we're here in the Peace of the Morning Show at Eli Studios because of Karen McConnell Jones. And I won't be on the line long, but I wanted everybody to know that we appreciate this sister for opening the door for us. She's given us a number of platforms and opportunities. She's been a partner with Men Aim to Hire, just a dynamic class act, the founder of A Class Act, Miss Carol McConnell Jones. So, Carol McConnell Jones, welcome to the Peace of the Morning Show.
Thank you, Darius. How are you?
I'm all pumped up and ready to go.
Yes, when I walked in the studio, I see where you get the peace and the love from. Your mother is beautiful.
I know that's right, but we thank you so much for that. And in addition to that, Carl C-Man Anderson will be joining us today. He's been on the tour on the road with Sheila E. And a host of other international artists. And today, we have a special treat because we are also going to be giving away tickets to the Ronnie Laws, international superstar, jazz superstar, Ronnie Laws. 2 free tickets today, 2 free tickets tomorrow, and 2 free tickets on Thursday when the show is actually going to take place at the Bethesda Jazz and Supper Club. That's this Thursday, Jazz and Supper Club. Ronnie Laws, international great, right here in the DMV. So definitely call in at 240-455-5934. That's 240-455-5934. We're celebrating Mother's Day all month long because mothers deserve their praise, and we definitely want to make sure that they get it. So give us a call. Be the 5th call of the day at 240-455-5934. Also call in and talk to any of the panelists that you see because we have a dynamic group, as always, on the Peace in the Morning Show. So I'm going to turn it over so we can talk about these hot topics today. And the first hot topic, is a dynamic young man. While everybody else in news and media is talking about the troubles and the problems and all the ailments and the wrongdoings and the goings-on, we're talking about positive, asset-based communications, things that are happening wonderfully in our community to beautiful people. And today we're going to highlight a young man, 14 years old, Carson Huey, youngest person to ever graduate from college in Texas, in the state of Texas, from Texas Christian University with a degree in physics, 14 years old.
Wow.
He told the Star Telegram newspaper, I'm just doing normal stuff that a 14-year-old would do, but just at a college level.
Now that is amazing, and I think Carson deserves a round of applause by everyone in this studio because that is something that you do not hear or see every day. And big ups to his parents for believing in him and encouraging this young man to do the things that he has done. And I tell you, Darius, These are the types of stories that I would love for us to continue to promote. These are the kinds of stories that we do here on the Peace in the Morning show that we want everyone to get excited about, because we are doing some positive things here in America, and it is our job to continue to promote those things.
And you know, the wonderful thing, you're absolutely right, Daryl, the wonderful thing about this young man, his mindset, he's so humble. He stepped on the campus at 11 years old, finished at 14. He minored in Chinese and mathematics and plans to get his doctorate in quantum physics.
Man, you got to get out of here.
That's right. Yeah. And Carson's little brother just graduated from high school at 10 years old and will start college in the fall. And they just so happen to be brothers of African-American descent. These are young geniuses. He said he's not a genius. He's just a young man going to school. But these are young geniuses that are out there doing it. And that's why we always talk about education being the new sport, because we want our young people to run after that education the same way this young man Carson did. And I don't know if you remember or not, and if you didn't, go back and look at our show on Facebook Live from either Darius A. Stanton's page, Daryl Barnes' page, or Roland Grimes' page, and you will get a chance to see our young man who was in the studio yesterday, 4-year-old Keshiana, who rocked the show and talked about microorganisms and all that kind of good stuff. So we definitely want to give 14-year-old Carson Huey, the youngest person ever to graduate from college in the state of Texas, a big shout-out and a round of applause, and all the other graduates that are out there right now.
But Darius, he did not just graduate with a bachelor's degree in business management. He graduated with a degree in physics.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, so, I mean, there just goes to show this young man's intellect at such a young age. And I tell you, the people of Texas should be so proud of their state, so proud of this young man for his accomplishments at a very young age that we all should once again be excited about.
Can I just interject something real quickly here about this? We have a number of young African American students across the country who are going into college at a very early age. A family of 10 homeschoolers just graduated. All of them are going to Ivy League college. A set of twins just graduated, accepted into Ivy League college. We have a young girl who's accepted into 7 Ivy League colleges. What this is saying is, parents, once you make up your mind to put your energy into your children, make them first and foremost, put them in the driver's seat and you get in the back seat, you will get phenomenal results from preschool on up. It's up to us to make these superstars. They already come here brilliant, mathematically inclined. As I said yesterday, we come from Kemet. Kemet is where the word chemistry comes from. All of our children are mathematically inclined. All of our children are scientists. It's up to us to bring forth this power. And these children are replicas of what it is we're all about and what we can do once we put the energy into it. Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt. So as we transition to the next hot topic of the day, we're so excited to have Karen McConnell-Jones in the studio, because she'll be talking a little bit later about the work that she's doing to bring awareness to National Mental Health Awareness Month. That's right, National Mental Health Awareness Month here in the month of May. And this is so important because in order to be successful, we have to have mental health. And that's what, we just finished talking about these young people who are doing stellar things. But their mental health has to be strong. And our community really, really, really needs to focus on working our mental health, because we've dealt with generations of depression, the stress and pressure coming out of slavery, all of those things that transpired in our communities that we did not, we don't remember those positive things. We don't remember a lot of those historical, those great chemetic components that are in our DNA. What we've seen and what we've heard and what we watch on television every day and what's going on in the homes of our children causes young black males between the ages of 16 to 24. Suicide is the number 2 killer. Number 1 is homicide by gunfire that kills young African-American males from 16 to 24. But the number 2 killer of African-American males in the United States is suicide. And so we're really, really, really happy to be able to bring light to the situation. We thank Karen McConnell Jones for coming on the show. She'll be talking about that a little bit later in the show. There is a number you can call, 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255, which is TALK. That's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. As a matter of fact, this year, 2017, was the largest amount of suicide calls that the National Suicide Prevention Hotline has ever received. January 2017, coming on the heels of the presidential election. So it's not just African-American males, by no stretch of an imagination, that are having a challenge with mental health. But all of us need to be able to check in and find out how we're doing. Emotional intelligence, making sure that we're moving along, we're moving strong, and that we've got our mental health in order.
Darius,
so thank you, Karen.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize.
Keep on rolling.
I just wanted to say, and not to cut off Karen, I wanted to say that really the number one killer in our black community before suicide is low self-esteem, lacking knowledge of self. That's what's killing us. That's what's really killing our community. That's what's killing our young boys. That's what's causing the suicide. There's no groundedness. There's no foundation. We've killed the spiritual life. People are going out to different religious settings, to churches and what have you, but there's no spiritual foundation. Children don't know who they are, so they don't know where they're going. And when you're empty inside, everything and anything can happen to you. That's what's really the number one killer. Low self-esteem, apathy, lack of identification of self.
Hey, with Darius, we're going to take a pause for the calls, and when we return, we will hear from no other than my friend, Karen McConnell Jones, here on the Peace in the Morning Show.
I love it. In the morning.
This world is moving, it moves so fast. You see a lot of new trends, but none of them last. You see the naked, you see the clothes, you see the old attack the young, you see the young attack the old. Yeah, times are changing, the force is here.
Welcome back to the Peace in the Morning show. Did you all like that song that was just played? Queen, you want to tell us a little bit? Who is that?
That's me and my orchestra, Earth Blessings Royal Court in Kingston, Jamaica.
Wow. And when did you guys put that together?
We put that together in 2012. Some of the hottest musicians in Jamaica, the whole Firehouse crew, Danny Basie, Kurt LaDove, Bennett, who is also Barris Hammond's drummer, and Mitchum Khan, who is Buju Banton's lead guitar player, Stephen Marley's keyboard player, Carol McLaughlin Bowie, we call him Carol Bowie, and Dean Frazier on horns with a number of other horn players from Barris Hammond.
Wow, well, that's some good stuff, and I'm sure everyone enjoyed that. But I want to get to my friend, my partner in crime, the one and only Karen McConnell Jones, and the lady who founded, the maker, the president, the CEO of a Class Act production, is here on the Peace in the Morning show. Darius, are you still on the line?
I am, and I'm a drop, but I couldn't, leave without saying thank you so much, Karen, for, opening the door and laying the red carpet out for us to come over to E-Life Media. You've been a blessing. We had a great time with you down at the Rolling Bubble Grind show live this past Saturday. And keep on doing it. Look forward to having you back on the show on a consistent basis. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Thank you, and travel safely.
All right. Peace in the
Love
morning,
you.
crew.
Peace and love.
Well, Karen, I want to get right to it.
Yes, yes.
Because the people are asking me every day, what is going on with this National Mental Health Month? And more importantly, I know you are so involved and have your hands wrapped around foster care awareness as well. Tell me about it.
Yes, Dara, I'm glad you asked. Mental health care, just in Prince George's County, do you know we do not have a mental health care facility? And the one that's here has been booked like 5, the beds are gone, the place is booked, sold out, like within 5 minutes of opening the doors. So I think that's something we need to discuss and see how we can bring that here. With the new hospital that's coming to Prince George's County, I would love to have a sit down with a couple of my doctor's friends that I know and partners and see what can we do about having a mental health care facility here in Prince George's County, because it's needed. And mental health care is not only just for, people that has bipolar or schizophrenic, but now mental health care is expanded to people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, because it's a big need for that. That's considered mental health care now, and people don't, really realize that or understand that now mental health care is just not only just for the psychological part of it, but people who suffer from dementia and Alzheimer's also is considered to be under mental health care now.
I'm glad you're bringing this up because you raised a couple of good points. As you know, I'm a state delegate that represents the state of Maryland. And one of our biggest charges is that of mental health. Prince George's County, I would agree 200%. We're lacking certain facilities. We're behind with instituting mental health in our public school systems. Mm-hmm. So there's a greater conversation that needs to be had. So I'm just curious as to, how are you taking the charge? What are you doing to lead the way? And what do you see as some of the things that can be done here in Prince George's County, Maryland, to address and tackle this issue of mental health?
I just think overboard we have to give them a voice. First of all, let the mental health have a voice, especially if you're calling about bipolar or schizophrenic. We got to find a way to cut it off before they get into the episode. So prevention care is very much needed. In most states, you cannot, especially if they are over 18 years of age, you cannot commit them unless they appear to be a danger to themselves or a danger to the community. But to me, mental health care runs in my family. That's too late. Mm-hmm. Where's the prevention care at? Because once they become a danger to themselves or a danger to the community, we already know that's a little too late.
Right.
We see what happened once they get to that point. And then afterwards, you just hear, well, we hear the sad stories then, but what about the prevention for them? We have to, even if a person is over 18, what can we do to have that prevention care in place, and not wait until they be a danger to themselves or a danger to others. So that's just where I'm at with it. I'm just very adamant about prevention care. It's not enough prevention care in the mental health care, because they haven't asked to be born this way, and I just think we have a right as the people to protect them and put more things in place for them. So, this is very close and passionate to my heart because mental health care runs in my family. My sister is older than I. She's 54 years old, and it took me 3 years to finally become her legal guardian. And that should not have, that process should not have been taken that long. 3 years to be, a family member who's stepping up, showing that, hey, I want to be involved. This is my sister. I need the system to work with me here. And it should not have taken 3 years for me to finally be a legal guardian over my sister. Mm-hmm. So I think in the midst of all that, she done had several episodes. And if it wasn't for me sticking up for her and fighting for her, then, the system wouldn't have worked for us. But it should not have taken me 3 years. So what can we do when we have a family member is going to the system and letting them know this is my, my loved one, they have a mental health problem, let me become the legal guardian and let the system work a little faster for you can be in charge of their mental care. So now, just literally March, I just got legal guardianship over my sister for fighting for 3 years.
Well, good for you on that aspect,
yes.
But I agree. There's a lot that needs to be done and can be done. And I know from the state level, my colleague and my district mate, Delegate Angela Angel, has been on the forefront in trying to address some of these concerns centered around mental health, human trafficking, as well as foster care.
Yes.
But Queen, I want to ask you, from mental health to physical health, how do some of those things relate to each other, especially mental health from a nutrition standpoint? I look at the amount of pills that these kids and individuals take to try to calm down their behaviors. So, Queen, how does health in general relate to that?
I'm glad you asked that question. I want to first applaud Karen and her program for taking on the challenge, because it is a huge challenge.
Yes, it is.
To deal with mental health, the problem you went through with your family. And in relationship to Delegate Darrell's question, I would say it starts off with what you consume. It starts off in the mother's womb. When the mother is eating toxic foods, heavy meats, breads, cheese, pizza, salt, sugar, drinking sodas with lots of sugar, eating fast foods, eating late at night, ice creams, all type of desserts that are actually rotting in the body because they have no nutritional value whatsoever. They make the baby like in a cesspool. And these things affect the neurological system, the brain of the child, the mental health.
Yeah,
that is the disorder. That is what's causing the suicide. That is what's causing juvenile delinquency. That is what's causing autism. In addition to a number of proven vaccinations that have shown to cause disorders in the human body that are now being forced on us by law, which is another big issue dealing with mental health. But there are things that, when you speak about preventive care, there are a number of things that can be done. If you go on YouTube and just put in doctors who help to change Alzheimer's with coconut oil and coconut products. If you just put that in YouTube, doctors or Google who have changed autism or Alzheimer's with coconut products, you will find that after adding coconut products on a daily basis and you measure it week by week, you will see a progressive improvement in the person's cognizance, their ability to be aware of what's going on around them, a person's continued growth in terms of progress in identifying things around them. Their speech, sometimes in many cases, gets slurred. You'll see the speech improve. if they were readers, if people watch television, you'll see them come back to that. All of that can be changed with the change of our eating habits. I just want to encourage people to prevent sickness, disease, change what you eat. Another thing.
So let me, before you go into
Okay.
the next thing, I want to go back to the coconut oil.
Right.
You know, so is it what's in the coconut oil
Yes.
that helps prevent such some of these things?
Yes.
And what about coconut water? I know yesterday you spoke about alkaline water. So what about coconut water? Does that help at all?
Yes, it does. All the products, all the derivatives of the coconut, the jelly, the when the coconut is dry, you have the meat, all of these things, the milk from the coconut, the water from the coconut, everything from the coconut. I'll explain to you without being a medical doctor, because I'm not a medical doctor certified in none of those fields, just blessed with this gift. If a car is driving at 90 miles an hour and it drives into a coconut tree, that car will split in half. That tree will stand still like nothing touched it.
Wow.
Years ago in Haiti, they made coconut illegal and went down there and killed all the trees because they realized that people were drinking coconut and they were so strong. They were so mighty. They were so mentally fortified. They realized it was coming from the coconut. So they poisoned all the trees. And years they said coconut is very bad for you. Do the research. I encourage you outside listeners to listen. Do the research on this. Later on, it was found that coconut had so many healing properties. They went back and started going to every island, buying the land where the coconuts were growing. You know, coconut just drop on the ground, and it's a new tree.
Right.
So they started buying up all the land where the coconuts were. I lived in Trinidad for over 8 years, and I watched how people were killed because they went on land that was owned by outsiders. And they had watchmen there for climbing trees to get coconut, which was once their survival.
Yeah.
Just get a crop of coconut, you know, and cut, and everybody drinking, and you eat the jelly.
But that's something that we definitely need to speak about. And I would encourage everyone that's listening to give us a call here in the studio at area code 240-455-5934 to the Peace and the Morning Show. Karen, I just want to ask you quickly. I know we're talking about mental health, but what's happening with foster care in the state of Maryland? More importantly, right here in Prince George's County.
Yes. Well, you know, for the last 2 years, I've been wanting to be involved in foster care too. You know, Daryl, I'm all about giving back to the community. And working with Prince George's Department of Social Service, they have really been doing an excellent job of, we just want to now this award the families and the kids of foster care, because foster care system, especially the older kids, they get stuck in the system until they, you know, age out. So, but we have a lot of great kids that's coming from the foster care system, and we need to keep them encouraged. So we are having a bowling tournament for them in June the 24th. So I'm challenging you, Daryl. So I'm asking you to come on out, buy a lane, or support them.
And let me just tell you, you know, my father used to be a professional bowler.
You know, Dad love me now.
Right.
You know, I can steer him from your team to my team.
You know, so, you know, I hope y'all, you know, careful what you're asking for.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly can come down there.
There, I tell them I'm Twinkle Toes now. You better watch out. They call me Twinkle Toes.
All right.
No, of course I'm good on the Wii, but you know, everybody bowl real good on the Wii, right? It's a different thing when you're out there, but it's a lot of fun, you know. And last year when we did this, we had so many kids that came and enjoyed themselves, and they said they never bowled before. This was actually their first time doing it. So when we saw this, you know, just the happiness on their face, and just, you know, we just said we couldn't do it one time. So this is something we want to do, and we're doing it in June, Father's Day month, and we want to honor the fathers that's in the foster care that are taking care, because we always celebrate the mothers, which we should, yes.
That's right.
But the fathers are out there being single fathers and doing an excellent job too. And you'd be surprised how many fathers are taking in foster care kids. So we want to just recognize the fathers and the foster care kids.
Well, we want to do all that we possibly can to help promote your event.
Yes.
Foster care is something that we definitely want to look closely at. But then when you talk about bowling and entertainment, you got to mention the name Carl the Man Anderson. So when we come back, we're going to talk to Carl C. Anderson, the entertainment guru right from Annapolis, Maryland, Darius A. Stanton hometown. But we want you to give us a call here at the studio at area code 240-455-5934 because we also have tickets to give away to the Ronnie Law Show coming up this Thursday at the Bethesda Blues Theater. So give us a call right after the break. Welcome back to the Peace in the Morning Show. Callers, give us a call here at 240-455-5934 to win your tickets to the Ronnie Law Show this Thursday. But before we start giving away tickets and we talk about entertainment, we got to talk to my man Carl C. Man Anderson from Annapolis, Maryland, to give us some information on what you've been doing, man.
Good morning. I was so used to being on the road, but I've been currently, from Annapolis, Maryland. Been doing music now over 25 years, and I still look 12 years old now. But I've been touring. I've been touring with the 70 Soul Jam for the last 2.5 years.
Wow. So
Heatwave, Emotions, Hermo's, Blue Notes, those groups.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing a lot of work in the smooth jazz field for the last over 12 years now.
Now, are you a musician, or you said you're touring? What are you doing?
I'm a drummer.
Oh wow.
/ singer.
Okay.
/ producer.
So when folks come into the studio, I hate to put them on the spot,
Yeah,
but you have a talent,
Exactly.
right? So people with a talent, we just ask you to give us a couple of bars on what you do.
That's right, Daryl.
You
Put
know,
them on the spot.
so
Oh, wow.
before you give those bars, everybody listening, give us a call here at 240-455-5934 and listen to my man Carl C-Man Anderson. Give us a couple of tunes, and we're going to give away a couple of tickets to the Ronnie Law Show.
And the tickets, you'll get them if you're the 5th caller. Remember that. The 5th caller to get the tickets to the Ronnie Law Show. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to do little something for you. I think everybody know about this song. Somebody told me
All right.
there was troubles at
Yeah,
home.
Babyface.
'Cause we never talk a lot when we spend time alone. Well, I supposed to know that something was wrong. And we have the right to communicate. It keeps a happy home. Is that good, man?
All
Oh, man. Hey, I think we're ready to go on the show with you.
We
Man.
gotta take this act back on the road.
Yes.
Brother,
I need a dancer and tambourine player, so you can do that.
Hey, as long as it's paying, I'm her agent. Karen will do that for free. you got to check Karen to be out there, eating that tambourine. So what else you got going on?
Well, I've been over a year ago. I started a Facebook Live show on Facebook called Lyrics of the Heart,
Okay.
and basically every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Basically talking about topics like we're sharing today about health,
Okay.
about things that are going on in the community, things that affect us,
Yeah.
everyday things that affect us, and trying to be doing my best to be a part of the solution and help. I believe you're going to be one of two things in life. You're going to either be part of the problem or part of the solution.
Right.
So with Lyrics of the Heart, we've been able to deal with some things, not just in my age group, but just overall in the black community. Because I believe there are a lot of things I mentioned earlier about the lack of confidence and, having that personal understanding where you come from. Mm-hmm. Once you know where you come from, then you know where you're heading. And I think that's one of the things that we miss, and one of the things that Darius was very, very, very big on when I was growing up. He was such a big influence in my life, musically as well as outside of music. So
Cool. Look like we have a call calling in. Caller, are you there?
Good morning. This is Brother Charles Wheeler checking in.
Brother Charles Wheeler. How you doing this morning, man?
I'm blessed, man. No complaints whatsoever.
Good. Well, we appreciate you calling into Peace in the Morning Show. You're our first caller. We're giving away tickets to the Ronnie Law Show to the number 5 caller. But tell us what's on your mind.
This morning I'm just being thankful. As I sit here with my lovely bride, just thinking about all the blessings and being thankful for everything that we've been able to receive and to give. And that's what it's all about, making a difference, quality difference in folks' lives through mentoring and leadership development, as you know, and just doing what we do.
Well, Charles, I know who you are. You are a phenomenal man and doing some amazing things, and we definitely applaud you every single day. You and your beautiful bride. We appreciate you calling. But before you go, did you have a chance to hear Carl C-Man Anderson sing?
C-Man Anderson, I did not.
I'm gonna put him on the spot one more time because, and the only reason why I'm putting him on the spot because you got your bride with you.
Sure.
I mean, because this brother right here is a bad dude, man, and I think with all the things that you do with our youth here in Prince George's County, Maryland, you might want to get Carl C-Man Anderson to come out, and when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page and check him out. Carl.
So I'm gonna dedicate this. This would be if you was to sing to your wife, sir. You have given me the best of you, and you have made all my dreams come true. Yeah. And after all the things that you have done, girl, it makes me say that you are more than a woman So I'm dedicating this one to my favorite girl. She's the only woman in the whole wide world. Dedicating this one to my favorite girl. She's the only woman in the world for me.
Wow.
So you can only get that
Wow.
here on the Peace in the Morning show.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you so much for sharing that. Singing Acapulco, too.
All right. Hey, but Charles, I appreciate you calling us this morning. I know we're going to get you on the show soon, and you have a great day.
Looking forward. Thank you, Darius. Take care now.
All right.
Blessings.
Thank you guys so much for calling in. I would ask the people to give us a call here at 240-455-5934. We're going to take a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're coming back with no other than the Queen to talk about more health and healthy living here on the Peace in the Morning show.
Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Seems like it's raining all over the world. Seems like it's raining all over the world. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Seems like it's raining all over the world. Seems like it's raining all over the world. Late at night when it's hard to rest. Rainy night in Georgia. Rainy night in Georgia. Seems like it's raining all over the world.
Welcome back to the Peace in the Morning show. Callers, give us a call here at the studio at 240-455-5934. The fourth caller now can win 2 tickets to see Ronnie Laws this Thursday. Give us a call here in the studio. But as we continue our dialogue this morning on health and mental health and foster care, I want to go back to Queen Asudebe to talk about solutions. And I know we talked briefly off air about solutions on health, but I want to get more information from you on what do you think we should do, or how do we should look at some of the solutions when it comes around nutrition and eating and things that help protect our body.
Those things are mainly using and identifying alkaline foods. The body needs oxygen. You need oxygen in the brain. In order for the body to function properly, you need oxygen in the brain and the heart. How does oxygen get to the brain and the heart? Through the blood cells. What is in the blood cell that causes that are the nutrients. the enzymes. Things that are highly acidy and congestive clog up the blood cells and prevent you from getting oxygen in the blood, which then clogs the heart, makes the heart beat faster, overworks it, which causes cardiovascular problems like blood clotting. You're walking, your legs start getting tired, they hurt. Your knees, you start getting blood clots, you start getting cramps in the body. Your pressure either goes up or down. If you have high blood pressure, you start having headaches. All these things come from foods that are highly acidic.
So let me ask you a quick question. So all the things that you're saying that we need to make sure that we eat properly helps everything that we've been talking about today.
Exactly.
From mental health to even entertainment.
Yes, everything.
So when you're on stage and these guys are performing at a high level, they need to make sure that they're properly rehydrated, so that alkaline or alkalinity helps the body with those smaller clusters and oxygen going into them. We've been talking about mental health and the food that we intake that can help, and how those things started even at birth from a woman's womb. So continue on with some of the solutions. This is great.
Okay, let's talk about alkalizing foods. Asparagus, watercress, beets, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, yellow and red cabbage, carrots, celery, chard, kale. I want to talk about sea vegetables, blue-green algae, kelp, K-E-L-P, dulse, D-U-L-S-E, seaweed without the salt. These are things that make the body energetic. If you're having problem in your female-male organs, you need these foods. The foods that are slowing down that process are dairy products. I always say you've never seen a cow suck a woman's breast. But you see people drinking cow milk all the time. Cow milk has casein, which is used to stop or retard mold on a ship. It's also used to make plastic bottles. Why would we want that in our bodies? That's why people are so full of mucus when they get colds. It takes so long for the cold to leave them, because the body is so full of mucus. So, sour cream, yogurt, cheese, cottage cheese, buttermilk, chocolate milk, butter, ice cream, milk-based salad dressings, eggs, all of those things. Mayonnaise, cookies, crackers, they clog up the blood. Corn chips, corn, candy, chewing gum, spaghetti, lasagna, macaroni, noodles, they clog up the blood. All type of flour, donut, cakes, pies, they clog up the blood. Why? Because they have no nutritional value.
Wow. And I know that I didn't know half those things that you were talking about. So I'm sure the education that we're providing this morning, callers are taking notes, they're listening, because I know yesterday the responses that we received from you being on the show was overwhelming. So we appreciate all the information that you have provided and are providing us as we try to live a better, healthy lifestyle. Because we know in the black community, we're known for high diabetes and hypertension and high blood pressure and all those things, high cholesterol. But a lot of it contributes to what we put into our bodies.
And cancers.
Lots
of cancers. I want to go over to say vitamin C. Instead of going out and buying vitamins, go get organic orange juice, grapefruits, and use that regular. Make your own juice. Start making smoothies in the morning. You don't have time to eat nice fruit salad, which is all the fruits that go in a family. Berries go with berries. When you see a salad with peaches, apple, blueberries, blackberries, watermelon, cherries, that's a chemical poison. They fight each other. They don't go together.
No.
Berries go with berries. Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, they go together. Pineapple, mango, apple, they go together. So what I would suggest, avocado is the base. Get an avocado, get some Silk organic almond milk, take a pack of blueberries or strawberries or both, put it in your blender, add a pinch of cinnamon, a pinch of turmeric. What that does is clear congestion in the body, phlegm you call it, a little pinch of cayenne pepper, about 1 inch or 2 inches of fresh ginger ground, chopped up. Put that in your juicer, your blender, make that smoothie, drink that before you go out to work. You're going to get a pep in your step.
Yeah.
If you take green juices, parsley, cucumber, celery, and a beet, you put that in the juicer or the blender, you're going to get a pep in your step. These things help to alkaline the body. They help to put energy into the cells.
Well, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes,
Karen
girl.
McConnell Jones, you
Well,
are the best
No,
at what
I
you
have
do.
to say, Daryl, we met 6 years ago, and you was president of Me and Mahaya, and just seeing what you did with the organization, how it made a big impact in the community. We was women, me and Michelle, women for Me and Mahaya, and we did great things in the community. So I'm glad that we had that partnership. And look at us now. You're a state delegate, running on to other things, and Class Act Production. We love to help people market and brand themselves, and being the campaign manager for Ingrid Turner. I'm glad to say that she was there. And now, Carlton Carter, we got to get him in county council for District 8. So, and Daryl, yes, and I know, we're going to see you there. So I don't know if the announcement been made here or not, but I know where your heart is and what you're doing behind the scene. And I just love you, my man, and keep God first and stay in the will of God, and you'll get there.
I appreciate that so much.
You're a great man.
And I've always said, collectively we can do a lot.
That's right.
And, it takes a village to raise a family. And, here on the Peace in the Morning show, we try to provide those avenues for everyone.
Yes.
Queen Asudebe,
Yes.
thank you so much for gracing us for the last 2 days. It has been a joy and a pleasure. We have learned so much about what we should and should not do with our bodies, what should we put into our bodies, the nutrition and the eating that we should receive. And I tell you, I thought I was doing the right thing, but after hearing you and learning over the last 2 days, I'm making a fool of myself. 'Cause I had a salad last night, and I knew, Carl, I knew what I was doing. I said, I'm not going to eat the steak. Let me fix me a salad. But I mixed the berries and the apples together. Good God Almighty, what in the world was I thinking about? So I learned a lot, and I know you have one thing you want to wrap up with, but I just want to say thank you.
Thank you for having me. To the listening audience and everyone here, Karen, I just want to say love yourself some more. Take time out for yourselves. Love your children. Put the cell phones down, TVs, and spend more quality time. I have a homeschool student here, 4 years old. You want to tell him your name?
Cassiana.
Say it louder.
Cassiana.
And Cassiana, I want to talk about a little bit about the environment, to encourage people for us to work together to clean our environment, to reduce the CO2 level. What can we do in the environment to help clean it up?
We throw it all away the trash.
Throw away all the trash. It's called what?
Recycling.
Say it in the mic.
Recycling.
Recycling. And what are some of the things we can recycle?
Paper.
Louder.
Paper.
What else?
Cans.
Cans. What else?
Glass.
Glass. And one more thing?
Plastic.
Plastic. Thank you so much.
All right.
Make sure we recycle, everyone. It's a very important part of our environmental cleansing. In the United States, we throw away 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour. We are killing the earth. She's going to come back and haunt us. Thank you so much. Peace in the morning, everyone. We didn't get our 5th caller. Call in tomorrow and get those tickets to the Law Show.
Hey, well, Carl, I just want to say thank you once again for gracing us with your presence.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Your beautiful voice. We appreciate all that you're doing. The show that you do every Monday on Facebook Live, the things that you're educating and promoting, and more importantly, the tour.
Thank you, sir. And I'll be at Blues Alley, my solo show, July 31st, my birthday show.
Wow.
Yes.
Solo show.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Book me, Daryl.
Yeah.
I think I
Well,
need to be that
We're going to get you on stage. Hey, but before we wrap up, I just want to say that the Peace in the Morning show is going on the road. We'll be in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, doing Bike Week. So we want folks to definitely come out and call in. I want to thank Karen McConnell Jones once again to talk about mental health and health awareness. And for those that need to call the suicide line, I would ask you to call 1-800-273-8255. And, you know, tomorrow we have another exciting and special guest. That's the District Heights Commissioner, Jonathan Medlock, will be on the show. And as Darius always ends, peace and love on them.
Thank the engineer.
We want to thank Roland Bubba Grimes for being our engineer. Thank you, and peace and love.
Peace and love.
How do we stop it? How do we stop the wars? Why can't we love them? Little bitty children we never saw before. All across the earth we are destroying the birth of a brand new day. Lost our senses in every way, in every way. Don't we know someone's trying to teach us? They're joining together to reach us. This is a task we cannot afford to fail. We need a passing grade. I hear laughter, little feet they patter, knowing not the matter war. We need to love the child we never saw before. Nature keeps on calling. Nature keeps on calling. Ooh, changing sun brings falling just to make us aware. If we don't love more and more and more